Welcome to the course Blockchain Certification. I'm Bill Brinson, and I'm your instructor for this course. I am a Blockchain Council certified blockchain expert and have been associated with Simplilearn since 2014. I have taught the TOGAF 9 framework 24 times, and I enjoyed the experience thoroughly. Today, blockchain is a buzzword in the IT market. Simply put, blockchain is a decentralized, consistently evolving public ledger of digital records. It is popular because it brings trust to peer-to-peer networks and offers genuine privacy protection. Evolution in blockchain technology has opened up new opportunities for blockchain developers in various domains. Blockchain has the potential to disrupt major industries like the financial services, real estate, healthcare, and many more. Simplilearn helps you demystify this technology. This course is packed with industry-relevant practices of blockchain. I'm excited to be part of the Simplilearn team, and I'm looking forward to helping you gain the skills you need to become a blockchain developer. Welcome. By the end of this course, you'll be able to describe blockchain technology and its key components, explain the Bitcoin transaction process, describe Ethereum architecture and work with its deployment tools, deploy a private Ethereum blockchain, describe and work with Hyperledger projects, deploy a business network using Hyperledger Composer, develop and deploy smart contracts on Ethereum test network, develop a private blockchain using multi-chain, discuss future prospects and real-world use cases of blockchain. In order to derive the full benefit of this course, you need to have an understanding of the following: familiarity with the fundamentals of JavaScript and a fair understanding of Linux and Node.js fundamentals. This course is divided into 8 lessons. Lesson 1, overview of blockchain. Lesson 2, Bitcoin blockchain. Lesson 3, Ethereum. Lesson 4, deploying smart contracts on Ethereum network. Lesson 5, Hyperledger. Lesson 6, Hyperledger Composer. Lesson 7, blockchain on multi-chain. And finally, Lesson 8, blockchain prospects. One of the benefits of taking this course is that you'll have an opportunity to work on projects based on real-world scenarios, such as creating a business network for a finance company in Hyperledger Composer, verifying identity by using smart contracts, creating a business network for healthcare insurance, creating Ethereum smart contracts for movie ratings. Through these projects, you will gain the following skills: coding and Solidity, developing smart contracts, setting up private Ethereum network, developing business networks, setting up private blockchain on multi-chain. Please note that you will have plenty of opportunities to work these skills during the course through demo and practices. To get a Simplilearn course completion certificate, you will need to go through 85% or more of the online self-paced learning videos, or attend all the sessions in one live virtual class. In addition, you need to complete and submit one project from the assessment tab. I'm happy you're taking this journey with us. We're going to cover a lot of exciting topics. After completing this course, you'll have the knowledge and skills required to work anywhere in the enterprise as a blockchain developer. I am Bill Brinson. I welcome you to this course, Blockchain Certification.
Overview of blockchain. Let's have a look at objectives of this lesson. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe the blockchain transaction process, generate a public key and a digital signature, generate a nonce, a hash code, and a blockchain block, and work with a distributed system and perform blockchain transactions. Blockchain is important. Overview of blockchain. Blockchain is important because it brings trust to peer-to-peer network solutions. A primary reason the banks have been in existence for decades is to act as a trusted third party for transactions. Blockchain can operate in a peer-to-peer fashion with zero intervention from third parties. Thus, it eliminates the need of trust while conducting business. So, this was just a general overview of the blockchain technology. Now, let me define blockchain for you. So, blockchain is a decentralized ledger of all transactions across a peer-to-peer network. Basically, it is a technology that enables Bitcoin and is also applied to many business processes. Thus, Bitcoin is just one application which runs on blockchain, and blockchain as a technology can do much more. It not only performs transactions, but also ensures anonymity and security of the users. At its core, blockchain is simply a chain of blocks. When using the words block and chain in the context mentioned above, we are referring to digital information, which is the block, stored in a public database, which is the chain. The history of blockchain starts with the concept of distributed ledgers, which have been around since over 3 decades. One of the well-known examples of the distributed ledger was by the application called BitTorrent, who leveraged this technology to share media files across the internet. In 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoins and introduced the concept of blockchain to the world, which made us use distributed ledgers in combination with advanced cryptography. About 2 to 3 years after the launch of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies started being deployed on various applications like wallet and exchange platforms. This allowed cryptocurrency to be used in currency transfer and digital payment systems. By 2014, Bitcoin had been around for almost half a decade and had shown multifold growth in its value. However, this growth came with questions in regards to the legality of Bitcoin. While this debate was going on regarding the legality of Bitcoin, some financial institutions started looking under the cover. They wanted to understand the technology that was making their existent mood, a technology that enabled people to transfer money to each other across borders without the need of central authorities like banks and with no failures or frauds. Thus, blockchain came into the forefront and research began to see its applicability to various business processes. The evolution of blockchain gave rise to concepts like smart contracts and permissioned blockchain network solutions. These concepts are now being used across various industry sectors to explore different use cases of blockchain. Let's take a look at one such industry sector, which is banking. Banking system. Current banking system. The transactions made in the current banking system come with a number of issues and drawbacks. Consider an example where 2 people are doing a cross-border payment. One person is based in the US, let's call him John, and John's friend Kat is based in India. Now, John wants to transfer $1,000 to Kat in India. Currently, the way this process works is that John will go to his bank in the US and will give them $1,000 with the instructions to transfer them to Kat in India. Once John has done the needful, both John and Kat have to wait, and after about 2 to 5 days, and the amount of $1,000 will reflect in Kat's bank account in India. Now, let's look at some of the issues with this process. Issues in banking system. Apart from the time that the process is taking, it has a lot of other issues. Firstly, the presence of intermediaries makes the process very expansive. Apart from the fees that is charged by every intermediary, banks must also incur costs for hedging to counter the volatility of currencies. In fact, the global cross-border remittance fee is estimated to be $20 billion every year. This amount is more than the GDP of some of the smaller countries in the world. Moreover, there are innumerable cases registered where hackers and fraudsters took over the control of the bank's online systems to siphon out funds worth millions of dollars, resulting in net frauds and account hacking. Lastly, situations like financial crises puts the money at risk if it's held by a third-party organization like a bank. Blockchain solution to the issues. Blockchain can overcome a number of these issues. Let's see how. So, we already saw how the transaction between John and Kat gets executed through traditional banking channels. Now, let's understand how the same transaction would take place if John and Kat were using Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency powered by blockchain. First, John uses his Bitcoin wallet to initiate a transaction. The amount is then sent to Kat's public address, which is the equivalent of a bank account number in the Bitcoin world. The amount thus gets credited almost instantaneously in Kat's wallet, as opposed to taking 2 to 5 days like a bank does. In the banking system, we saw that every bank maintains its own ledger, and thus the banks need to update them independently and reconcile periodically. The blockchain, on the contrary, comprises of a single ledger shared among all participants. Thus, no separate messaging protocol is required. Thus, blockchain is tackling the issues in traditional banking world with some of its features like decentralized system, distributed ledger, incentives of validations, consensus algorithm, and advanced cryptography. In the coming modules, we'll look at each of these features in much more detail. Thus, banks and other financial institutions have started looking into blockchain as they want to better understand and implement this technology for various other use cases. Blockchain transaction process. Blockchain transaction process. The transaction process begins with the initiation of a new transaction